Hello there. Welcome, guys. I am back. I'm back from my little trip, from our little trip. Yeah, I got back. What is today? I actually got back a couple days ago. Wow, what a wonderful way to start the stream. Just a big yawn. I apologize, guys. I am quite sleepy. But yeah, so we just got back on Saturday, so 4 days ago. We were on a cruise, me and my wife and our daughter, and it was a blast, man. We were gone for 5 days, and yeah, I'm still kind of exhausted. I'm still tired from it, despite how relaxing it was, and you know how much we ate and just kind of lounged and sat in the pool and enjoyed the beaches that we went to. I think I'm still pretty damn tired from it, or maybe it's because I worked yesterday. But anyway, man, I have no idea really what's going on with the Battlefront Classic collection. I heard that it's kind of a mess. The servers are all messed up or something. So you guys will have to fill me in with all of that. We can talk about the Acolyte trailer. We can talk about anything and everything, man. But welcome. Hope you guys were doing well while I was gone. Oscar and Alex Dunn and Vince, thank you guys for coming in with the first super chats of the stream. Oscar says, "How was your trip? Captured any vistas in 4K?" No, I didn't do. Actually, I didn't do many videos. I only did one or two of our daughter like playing on the beach and walking around the cruise ship and stuff like that. But really didn't take. I don't take very many videos on vacation, which I definitely should. Like, I think back to when I was a kid, and we have some, family videos and stuff like that. I mean, I guess probably when you break it down and you look at all the videos we've taken of our daughter, I'm sure it's already way more than my parents ever took. But they're shorter, they're broken down into like minute clips and stuff like that, while my dad might have had the camcorder on for like 10 minutes, you know what I mean? At a birthday party. It's just different, I guess. So no, the trip was awesome though, man. Like, when you get back from something like that, being gone for basically a week and just a really fun, relaxing vacation, you're kind of bummed out when you get back. You're like, damn it, back to the grind, back to the bullshit. So that's where we're at right now. We're just like, we're back to we're back to life. You know how it is after a vacation, but it was good, man. It was fun, and it sucks that it's over. But me and my wife have we have a vacation planned in May. Looking forward to that. But anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. Speaking of like family videos and pictures and all that, any parents out there might find this kind of fun. I made our daughter an email address a couple of years ago, and what I did was I created a shared like Google Photos album for me and my wife when our daughter was first born. And every time we take a picture of our daughter, you know, on a trip or whatever, we just dump all the pictures into the shared folder that we both have. And right now there's like 8,000 pictures in there, and plus videos and stuff like that. And our daughter's about to turn 6. In those 6 years, there's like 8,000 pictures of videos in there. And when I created my daughter that Gmail account, I gave her account access to that shared folder. So, you know, whenever she turns 18 or whatever, I mean, she'll need the email address before then, but whenever she acquires the email address and gets it herself, she will have access to every photo that was basically ever taken by me and my wife of her. It's kind of neat. I don't know. Anyway. Alex Dunn, thank you so much for the super chat as well. Alex says, had to say that I love the Star Wars Galaxies Lo-Fi 24/7 stream. I tuned in every day whenever I did homework, and when I went to sleep, I was sad when it turned off. Dude, I was very surprised that it was still running. We didn't have internet access on the boat. We decided not to pay for internet access while we were gone. Like, we just wanted to be off the grid and not checking our shit, you know, while we're gone. So I had no idea if it was still up and functioning. But when we got back to port, walked to our car, you know, I plugged in our address to drive home, and I just quickly checked to see if the stream was still running, and I was like, holy shit, it's still going. I expected something to happen, you know what I mean? Like, as soon as I got on the boat, I kind of expected like the power to go out, or our internet to flicker, or something like that to take the stream down. But no, like 6 days of straight live streaming. Yeah, I didn't know, Alex, but after any live stream longer than 24 hours does not get archived and is no longer watchable. I expected, you know, that full 6-day live stream to be watchable for anybody that wanted to check it out and just kind of relax for multiple days. Which, I mean, I guess that's kind of pointless, right? But no. It's just kind of a one and done, man. A one and done. There is an hour-long version of it on the channel if you ever do want to fire it up and just kind of reminisce about the 6-day long live stream. But cheers. Thanks for tuning in, Alex. It was fun. It was fun. And I was happy to see it still live when we got back. Vince, thank you so much as well. Vince says, welcome back, dude. Hope it was great. Trailer looks fine. It's all fine. Star Wars is back, some will say, but where did it go? Have a good stream. Yeah, I agree. But first of all, thank you so much, man. It is good to be back from any vacation, no matter how fun it is, you know, sleep in your own bed and all that. But I do want to be back on the cruise ship right now. Hitting that drink package limit. Yeah, I agree. It looks fine. There's something there. I don't know, man. Obviously you got to hold out judgment until you watch the show, but just there's something about a lot of these Star Wars shows that look so similar to one another. I'm not talking about characters and fashions and styles and stuff like. I'm just like. I'm talking about the way they're shot, the way the environment's shot, the way every backgrounds look. There's something like I don't know what it is. Is it the volume? Is it the volume that they use? I don't know if that's the case with this show or not, but like there's just something so. I mean, the outlier is Andor to me. Kenobi, Ahsoka, Boba Fett, Mandalorian, they all have this same like visual quality to them that to me leaves a lot to be desired, and I can't articulate what it is. I can just tell you that Andor is on the opposite spectrum of enjoyment to me visually. I don't know how to articulate that. But yeah, it looks fine. I didn't get excited for it like I'd hoped. I've been excited for this project for a very long time because, you know, the new factor. And while that is a huge factor, and that is the thing that I'm most excited for, new stuff, new villains, new characters and stuff, the show, or the trailer, I'm not going to say the show, the trailer, just looked okay. I hope the show kicks ass, obviously. But anyway, Vince, cheers, man. Swish Fish, thank you so much as well. Swish says, welcome back. Actually excited for a new Star Wars show. Awesome. Good. Yeah, I hope it's great, Swish. I haven't watched anybody else's discussions. I haven't looked at any Twitter discourse. I haven't even looked at the channel or this live stream chat to see what people are saying about it, other than what Vince just said. But for me, it wasn't like, the how do I put this? The trailer didn't tease me like I had hoped, but that's all right. Hopefully the show will be great. But get excited. Get excited. That's all that matters, right, Swish? That you're excited. And, I'm excited too, but not as excited as I was hoping. Which is fine. What's crazy is, like, if you would have told me 20 years ago that a new Star Wars, a Star Wars TV show was going to be coming out, and I was just going to be like, it looks okay, and not that excited for it, I would have been like, you're crazy. But maybe it is just the fact that we've had a lot over the past few years, and that anticipation, that excitement, that build up, or the scarcity of it. Star Wars used to be relatively scarce in terms of film and live action, obviously, and now there's an abundance, and so I think it's only natural that the excitement, you see that with Marvel. I don't see people getting nearly as excited for Marvel stuff anymore as they used to, at least in my circles. But yeah, anyway, Swish, I'm glad you're excited. Cheers. I appreciate that channel support. Almost too clean, too standard looking. Yeah, there's something, Josh, there's something about so many of the show. I don't know. I already used the hour-long version. Nice. Apparently there was no volume for this. Oh, that's great to hear. It's a cool technology, but use it sparingly, almost for pickup shots. Obviously I'd prefer location. I'm sure it's way cheaper to do it that way, right? It is really a remarkable technology, but it I don't know. I'm just stuck in my ways, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. Holy smokes, man. I'm tired. Why am I so tired? Can you guys hear me okay? Is that music too loud? I think it's part scarcity, part quality. The scarcity makes it easier to get hyped, but the quality hasn't been consistent. Oh yeah, for sure. That's a good way to put it. Thane, thank you so much for the super chat. Disney Plus loses 1.3 subs per variety. What does that mean? Per variety. Marvel movies have been canceled and Disney investing in more Disney Plus content. Do you think Star Wars will stay as Disney Plus only? Yeah, I would assume so. The movies and the shows and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's like they're one of their biggest properties. I can't imagine it would go anywhere else. Per Variety. Oh, Per Variety. Oh, the reporting from Variety. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's been a discussion for a while now. The lack of profit, maybe failure is not the right word, but the loss of subscribers and whatnot. I don't know the big picture of that. I've never looked into the details. It doesn't interest me all that much, to tell you the truth. Like the financial behind the scenes and all that, whatnot. I'll tell you this: if it wasn't for my daughter, we wouldn't have Disney Plus. In fact, my daughter barely watches Disney Plus. She mostly watches Netflix. But she watches Netflix like for the past few months for My Little Pony stuff. She's obsessed with that show. So if it wasn't for my daughter, we definitely wouldn't have Disney Plus unless there was a new Star Wars show coming out. And even then, I mean, like, not all that interested in a lot of the shows. And my daughter doesn't really watch anything on Disney Plus. I mean, occasionally she'll want to watch, like, Bluey, but she usually only watches that when it's live. Maybe sometimes she'll want to watch like Wish or something like that, but that's very rare that she wants to watch a movie. Not Wish, yeah, just any Disney movie, but this very rare that she does. She definitely is more interested in what's on Netflix than Disney. But yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, Thane. I can't imagine it's going anywhere other than Disney Plus, but you know, that's a huge investment for their huge investment. You know, but I feel like that's a big reason why a lot of people oh shit, sorry guys. It was a late night. That's a big reason why people subscribe and resubscribe when something new comes around, right? Wow. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support as well. Let me close something out real quick. There we go. All right. Oscar says, when my friends, Star Wars fans, say we had it good, the George Lucas era, I tell them we still have it good because we still have 1 through 6 and more. Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand that mindset. Look, I don't like a lot of the newer stuff either. I'm not a fan of most of the shows. Like, the only one that I really like is Andor. All the other ones kind of, I mean, I'd take them or leave them. I don't even care if I watch them ever again, or they barely even cross my mind. The Rise of Skywalker is one of, if not my least favorite Star Wars movies. I dislike a lot more of the new stuff than I like. I just don't run around bitching and moan about it 24/7 and make it my entire goddamn personality. So to say we had it good, okay, I didn't like a lot of the shit back then either. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people didn't like that stuff either. So it's a generational thing, as always. My generation was probably saying, we had it good as they were watching The Phantom Menace and the Attack of the Clones and all that, right? And the older generation certainly was. So every generation is going to have their, man, we had it good back in my day. Hey, you're living in the good old days. The good old days are now, especially for kids watching the entertainment that they like, right? You think back to the things we watched as kids and you're like, oh, that kind of stupid shit drives me crazy. Like, you scroll on Facebook and you'll see people post like when we were kids, we didn't need helmets and And blah, blah, blah. We rode backwards in trucks. Yeah, a lot of fucking people died, dumbass. My generation, we didn't need to be told not eat Tide Pods. Well, yeah, you did a lot of other stupid bullshit, too. Like, oh, my generation. Now, shut the fuck up. It's stupid. Like, I hate that stupid shit. Oh, but Generation X or whatever was the best generation. My generation was the best generation. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. And I can't stand when people talk shit about, like, teenagers nowadays and stuff. Like, oh, what are these words they're using? Yeah, you said a lot of stupid slang in the 90s too, dumbass. Like, every generation's different. It's so stupid. Oh. What are these kids wearing? Oh, yeah, your big hair metal phase was really cool in the 80s, badass dude. Like, shut the fuck up. So stupid. Anyway, how did I get on that rant, Oscar? Anyway, dude, I appreciate that. Man. Thane, thank you so much once again for the super chat and channel support. Thane says, my film industry friend said the reason shows/movies look the same is because they are getting rid of cinematographers in favor of CGI artists / editing. Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and for whatever reason, what you just said reminds me of something that I've thought about for a while. Like when there's an entire CGI shot in a movie or a show or something like that, right? And even saying the word shot is weird to me. That's the point I'm getting to. Like when somebody, even me, says, "Oh, that's a really cool shot," and the entire scene is CG. Is that a shot? Like when you think of a shot, you think of like somebody standing behind a camera and capturing light on film or digital, capturing light and putting it through a lens and creating a shot. Not a computer rendering. Like the verbiage is very strange. It's weird. I mean, I'm guilty of saying it too. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like when it comes out of my mouth, like, oh, that shot of the Millennium Falcon, flying on Jakku, that shot is really cool. Was it a shot? I mean, it's not like it was shot through a camera like they used to do on blue screen with miniatures and models and stuff like that. Yeah. Even animated movies have cinema. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, who did I hear talk about that not too long ago? And it was somebody that was surprising to me. Somebody that was surprising to me was talking about positioning a digital camera It was a big director. I want to say it was Scorsese, but it couldn't have been him. I don't know. But yeah, it is interesting how so many of the shows, and there's just like a flat quality to so many shows and movies too. There's some I'm sure there's like YouTube analyses all over YouTube about why so many shows and stuff look the same. I wonder if anybody's ever. I'm sure people have talked about that on YouTube, right? There's got to be hour-long discussions and breakdowns about that. Yeah, I appreciate that thing. I'm looking forward to Captain Hyrule. The Captain says, I'm actually looking forward to episode 1 being re-released in theaters this May. I am too. I'm gonna take my shit, man. Sorry. I'm so goddamn tired. Why? I'm looking forward to it too, Cap. I'm gonna take my daughter to a showing, and she'll be 6 years old when it comes out. I don't know if, I think it's the safest bet to take her to the Phantom Menace at that age, because it is the most kid friendly. And I don't know if she'll really get it or if she'll enjoy it, but it'll be interesting, It'll be interesting to get her reaction. But I'm pretty excited to take her. Big bowl of popcorn. We always go to the store before we get to the theater and get some candy and whatnot, and we're gonna sit down and watch a Star Wars movie together in the movie theater. I'm pretty damn excited. Joseph and the Good Raylo say episode 1 is their favorite prequel movie. I think The Phantom Menace is the best of the prequel trilogy. And guess what? It's my favorite of the prequel trilogy too. That's nothing new. I've said that before. What's up, Wanderers? Are you allowed to bring in outside food or drink into the theaters? Yeah, I've never been. I usually bring like a water bottle, and my daughter's water bottle. They've never stopped us from carrying in a couple boxes of candy, But then again, it's usually like in my wife's purse. Or I have it in my jacket pocket. They probably wouldn't care. I don't think it's like the old days. I don't think they would really care. Maybe they would. They're probably wanting people to just pay for tickets and sit in the theater. I don't go to very many movies anymore, just because it's kind of hard to with a kid, and we don't go to very many adult movies, I'll say that. So I haven't seen a packed theater in a very long time. Even for like opening day kid movies, I rarely see a packed theater. I'm trying to think, what's the last movie we took her to? I took her to see Migration. Nobody was in the theater. Took her to see Wish. Which I don't think very many people were in the theater. I don't know. It's just a different experience. Anyway. Why can't you leave your kid with your parents? Oh, they help out. They help out so much, dude. I don't want to ask them to help out more than they already do. I work every third day for a 24-hour shift. And every third day that I'm working and my wife's working, they watch her. So, they watch her multiple times a week for a long time. And I don't want to be like, hey, can you watch, can you watch our daughter so we can go see Dune? And then, they would not have a problem with it, but I just feel bad, There you go, a surly barber. Last time I did that, last time we smuggled beer into a theater was Benjamin Button. And what year was that? Was that over 10 years ago? Benjamin Button. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. 2008. Wow, more than 10 years ago. Holy shit. 16 years ago? Wow. 16 years ago. That's crazy, man. I remember it was me and my wife, my buddy, best man at my wedding, and a couple other guys, and we brought a 6-pack of Guinness into the theater. And I'll never forget that because my buddy went to open his and he dropped it, and all you heard was cling, 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 cling. It was as it was rolling down the stadium seating. You could just hear it, king, 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 king. It's just, yeah. Anyway, but yeah. Delta Vision. I don't know anything about Twitch, man. I don't. Are they not surviving? I feel like they're a. I mean, this is coming from somebody who has. I don't know if I've ever watched more than a minute of a Twitch stream. Like I have no memory of it. I'm sure I have at some point, you know, but I don't remember ever watching a Twitch stream. I don't have an account. I did years ago. Actually, in fact, the first time I ever did any kind of live streaming, through like the I hate the word brand, the brand of HelloGreedo was on Twitch, and I played Shadows of the Empire on my living room TV, and I pointed a webcam at it. That was probably in 2011, probably when I started the channel, 2011 or 2012 maybe. But other than that, I've never done anything on Twitch. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. As much as I idolize George Lucas and complain about Disney Plus shows, I think Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan and Mando are shows he would have sanctioned and/or not likely. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I feel like they feel pretty like early 2000s George. I definitely would agree. But I would like to think that, given various creative controls of other projects, he would sanction something like Andor as well. I think he would be smart enough to recognize that variety, especially when you're expanding Star Wars as much as is going on now. I think, hopefully, he would recognize that variety is good, you know. But yeah, those are the 4 shows I'm not a big fan of. The only one out of those I liked was the first season of Mando thoroughly. Ahsoka. How many times have I yawned on this stream, man? I'm so goddamn tired. But no. Yeah, there's a lot of in those shows that feel very George. But I appreciate that, Oscar. I'll skip this one. Actually, I don't know if there's any more lyrics. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Alex Dunn, thank you so much for being a member for 22 months, man. That's ridiculous. Thank you for the support all these years. Alex says, wow, I always thought that Dark Forces stream from 2015 was the first live stream. LOL, it's the first one I watched. 2015 Dark Forces. Now, what? Ooh, when was the first HelloGreedo live stream on this channel? It couldn't have been Dark Forces. Was it Dark Forces? That's a really good question. Interesting. Let's see. Well, I'm curious if my date. Let's see. Wow. Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah, that is technically... It is the first live stream. Wow, that's crazy. I have to go back and watch that, dude. Wow, Alex. My first... have not thought about this. My first ever live stream was in 2015. On this channel, at least. Dark Forces live stream. My first live stream. I decided to fire up Star Wars Dark Forces, a game I hadn't played since the mid-90s. Stay tuned for more Star Wars live stream. Wow, and then I streamed The Force Unleashed 1. And then I streamed and that's when Battlefront came out. And I streamed that. Interesting. I only streamed it twice. That can't be right. Unless I didn't archive them. Yeah, maybe that is. Wow, I used that stream layout for a long time. Huh. That's crazy, man. Thank you for bringing this a little bit of channel history here. I completely forgot I ever streamed No Man's Sky. Huh. Crazy. So I've done almost 1,100. I've done 1,050 live streams according to this, and I'm assuming this is accurate. 1,050 live streams. Oh wait. Yeah. Wow. Then I started streaming PUBG. I forgot about that, man. I used to stream PUBG with patrons, with supporters. I'm gonna have to go back and check these streams out. Let's see, Dark Forces live stream. View on YouTube. Let's see. Oh, this is gonna be rough to watch, I'm sure. Oh, there's no layout. Interesting. This is cool. This is cool. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this stream after this stream. Wow. The last comment on this live stream was 7 years ago. Crazy. Anyway. The Good Raylo, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. It says, let's celebrate the Good Raylo's 5th super chat on a live stream. Well, I appreciate that. The Good Raylo says, what are your thoughts on the fans abruptly turning on George Lucas after he said he sides with Bob Iger? When was this? I just got back from a cruise a couple days ago. I was gone for a week. I'm out of the loop. What's going on with this? George Lucas, Bob Iger. Oh, it just happened. George Lucas endorses Disney and CEO Bob Iger in proxy fight, creating magic. Is not for amateurs. Let's see. I'm gonna have to look into this. This is something that I'll have to read. I don't like jumping the gun on things. This was literally today or yesterday. I worked yesterday, so I don't really pay attention to much in general, but when I work 24-hour shifts. I don't pay attention to shit outside of work, really. So this completely, I was not familiar with this. This is the first I've heard of it. Lucas reportedly said in a statement that creating magic is not for amateurs, later adding that he was relieved when Iger returned to the company because no one knows Disney better. Yeah, this is something that I'm going to have to do a little bit of reading on because I don't like jumping the gun and giving an opinion about something that I don't know anything about. That's one of the biggest problems with human beings. Even if they don't know shit about something, they just got to say something, you know? So this is... back to the I'm in proxy fight. What is the proxy fight? Nelson Peltz? Who the hell is Nelson Peltz? American billionaire businessman, investor. He is a founding partner of Yeah, I'll have to look into this. What is it? I don't get like this. This is honestly like why I don't get involved with. I mean, again, I'll have to read it before giving any kind of opinion. Or not everything needs an opinion, right? But I'll do a little bit of reading in bed tonight about what's going on. Out of curiosity. Man says something that you disagree with. I'm gonna make YouTube channel and videos about man that I disagree with. Not talking about his creation, not talking about anything like that. Just something I disagree with that he agrees with. Not saying that's what it is, but I'll read about it. Anyway, I appreciate that. Sorry I couldn't give an actual answer. I just have not looked into it whatsoever, and I will actually read about it. Oh shit! Stream the new Dark Forces. Yeah, I'll probably wait to get it until it goes on sale. I don't know. I have Dark Forces. Obviously, it works completely fine. I'm sure it's a pretty decent upgrade, right? Resolution wise, I'm sure it runs way smoother on modern PCs, the remastered version. But yeah, right now I'm not in any rush. There's other games that I'd rather play or buy and put money into before I played a remastered version of a game that I've played quite a bit over the past decade or so. But yeah. Anyway. Oh, holy hell, man. I can't stop yawning. Crazy. What else is new? Oh, I reinstalled the Old Republic when I got back, or maybe it was before I left for the cruise. But I installed the Old Republic, and I'm kind of planning on starting a new character and playing. Just, I don't know, playing through the campaign or whatever in the Old Republic. Maybe doing some longer streams during the day. But yeah. Yeah, the Outer Wilds. Is that the one where you're... And, hey, let me look. Outer Wilds. Yeah, I played a little bit of this when it was on Game Pass. I don't know when that was. It might have been a couple years ago. Yeah, I couldn't really get into it, and that's not the fault of the game. That's the fault of me. I have a really hard time getting into single-player games. Unless it, like, really hooks me for whatever reason, I'll play like an hour of a single player game and just never touch it again. And I don't, with that being said, I don't know if Game Pass is good or bad for that video game ADD. I don't know. You know, Game Pass is great. It's a great deal. But when I have access to like 100 video games, I'll just end up installing one, playing it for 15 minutes and be like, oh, I'm done with this. Oh, I thought it would be better. And then I'll just install something else. You know what I mean? No. Anyway. But yeah, I wish I could get into single player games more. I bought The Last of Us maybe 2 months ago or so. And I played it, and I texted my buddy, and I was like, man, The Last of Us is great. I know you've already played it, but I'm playing it for the first time, blah, 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 blah. And knowing me, this is what he said. He said, you're going to play 10 hours of it and never touch it again. Because that's what I do with even single-player games that I think are incredible. I lose interest in it. I want that interaction in multiplayer games, and that's exactly what I haven't touched it in like a month. But yeah. That's great, Joseph. Yeah, the last single-player game that I played, that I beat, was Red Dead Redemption 2. And, dude, it took me, like, 4 years to beat that goddamn game. I would go, like, 6 months with not even touching it. And then I would play it straight for, like, an entire month, just non-stop, playing it for a couple hours a day. And then, you know... But it took me like 4 years to beat that damn game. Anyway. Oh, one sec. Yeah, I wish I did too. I mean, like there's certain single player games that I've beat and played through and love. But I'm not even gonna say as I've gotten older, I've always had a problem with single player games and me losing interest in them. Even like growing up. Yeah, I mean, whenever we got our first PC, and I remember the first time. Hold on. One sec. When did Diablo 1 come out? Diablo 1, 1996. Duke Nukem 3. So Diablo and Duke Nukem 3D were kind of the first games that I remember playing online. I don't know if there were any before that. Might have been that I played online. But we got our family PC, I want to say, in like either 94 or 95. And I would play, you know, Alone in the Dark or whatever else I had on the PC at the time. Whatever was out. I don't remember what was out. But then Diablo came out in 96, and I played it. I was 10 years old, and I remember the first time I played online. My name was Dragon Slayer. Super cool. And I went in. I was playing a video game on the internet with people, like going through dungeons and stuff, and it blew my goddamn mind. And then I used to do a guy across the street. He was probably in his 30s. I thought he was old as shit at the time. He was like a IT guy, and he was able to connect my computer across the street to his computer, and we would play 1v1 matches of Duke Nukem 3D. And yeah, I just remember being absolutely blown away by that. Really, ever since then, I've always wanted to play, you know, PC multiplayer games. I've never really had a desire to play a ton of single-player games. I buy single-player games, I play single-player games for a few hours, and I don't know, man. Just lose interest for whatever reason. People will tell me, like, you gotta play God of War. And I'm like, I bet it's amazing, but I'm telling you now, I'd spend $60 and play it for 5 hours. Yeah. Anyway. That's it for me. The Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour. What? 20th Anniversary Duke Nukem. So no, that's an older release. I think I have Duke Nukem on here on Steam. There was a Star Wars Duke Nukem mod that I had. That I think I made a video about it. Piece of man. I installed Starfield through Game Pass, and it was the same thing. Like, I was like, I can already tell that I'm going to lose interest in this. And I maybe played it for like 2 hours. Again, nothing against the game. Just my own brain. My own video game ADD, I guess you could call it. But I guess that's it for me. I'll probably get to bed pretty quick tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks to everybody who super chatted. This is a fun one, man, where we're all over the place. Went by quick. But, alright. I don't know when the next time I stream will be. Maybe I'll do an afternoon stream or tomorrow even. We'll see. Maybe I'll fire up the Old Republic tomorrow and play for an hour, like at noon, if you're around Eastern time. But, alright guys, enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I will catch you all on the flip side. See ya!